Hi everyone. Today I'm going to do a video for parents. I'm filming this video in the pre-Christmas season. So people are out shopping for gifts and people are taking their kids to see Santa Claus, and an issue that comes up for parents a fair bit is my kids are greedy. My kids want everything. And how do I stop this? So today I thought I'd do a video on how to curb your kids' greedy tendencies, and I have 6 tips for you today on that. I think it's important for us to show kids the needs of the world. It's very easy for them to get caught up in their own little world and see what their friends are getting and wish for that. That's only natural. But as they start to mature, there's nothing wrong with showing them the needs of the world. When you feel it's appropriate, you can show your kids the news, show them documentaries, show them magazine articles that help to highlight what it's like for kids on the other side of the world or in different places to where they live, different parts of town even perhaps, and let them understand that not everybody has as many material possessions as what they have. One idea for this is to sponsor a child. I know many families who sponsor a child through one of the agencies that are available. One great one is Asian Aid. The second tip that I have is get them involved in service, serving others. That helps them to start to think outside themselves and what they want. It could be something as simple as going through their cupboards and finding items that they can donate to some other child who does not have that item. I know many towns have, in their newspaper, they have a section where they list needy families, or that'd be a good idea for you to sit with your child and have a look at those lists and see, is there a family that we could maybe buy some presents for, a family that can't afford presents this Christmas. If your children are teenagers and it's appropriate, you can take them to a soup kitchen to help them to understand that it's not just about them. If your local church does a mission trip or any other kind of volunteering situation where they help others, sign up your kids. Number 3, teach your children gratitude and to practice being grateful. This is a really easy thing to do by being grateful yourself and demonstrating that to your children. During the evening meal, each person can take a turn in saying what they were grateful for, thankful for, or what they really appreciated throughout their day. Kikki-K has some fantastic conversational cards that are gratitude conversational cards. Get your family talking and thinking about what they're grateful for. Number 4, assess your example. Are you starting to get a little bit whingy and whiny about things, and are you focused on material possessions yourself? I know that I fall into that trap sometimes, so it's good to do a little self-evaluation around Christmas time. Am I talking too much about the things I'm going to buy? Am I talking too much about the stuff that I want in this house? Because kids are always watching and always listening. Try and set the example to your children of valuing people and time over and above things. Tip number 5, stop giving so many presents. It's an easy trap to fall into. When you're selecting gifts for your children, try and make them meaningful and make them minimal. See if you can identify something that they would really, really use and really value, and get them that 1 or 2 things, maybe 3 things. I don't know, you choose how many, but try and scale back just a little bit. Without taking away from the magic and joy of Christmas, you can still give gifts that are very meaningful. Maybe your child has been interested in a certain sporting activity. Perhaps you could get them some sporting equipment. I remember one year I was showing an interest in softball, and my mum and dad, who didn't have much money at the time, they purchased me a softball kit with a softball bat, ball and gloves. And then mum actually made bases. She made softball bases with her sewing machine. She sewed them, and that was a very valued gift that I used over and over and over again in the backyard when I was practicing softball. Try and include a meaningful gift with your children's Christmas package that helps somebody else. One idea that you could use is, a lot of the aid organisations do this. I know ADRA does. If you go to ADRA's website, you can spend, say, $20 and purchase a chicken for a family who needs it, or a lamp that they may need, or seedlings that they can plant. There are all sorts of things that you can purchase, and maybe that might be an idea to include within your package that you give to your kids. I'm not saying just buy them that and that alone, because that might be a little bit disappointing that they don't actually get something for themselves. But try and think outside the box and do something that helps them to think outside of themselves. Tip number 6 is practice saying no in other aspects of life as well as just gifts. These days, as parents, we seem to have been fed the line that we can't say no to our kids, that you have to say yes all the time. I don't believe that that's the case. It's good for kids to have boundaries, and it's good for them to know that they can't always get what they want. As adults, we can't say yes to everything that comes along in life, and so it's important for us to gift our children with the skill of being able to say no to something. And to do that, they need to be told no. They can't go to every single party, especially if there are numerous parties on the one day. And it's good for them to understand that disappointment and to be able to cope with that disappointment and to be resilient enough to bounce back from the disappointment of having no. Hopefully these tips have been helpful for you. These are some of the things that we try and do with our children. They may or may not work with your guys, but give them a try, especially if you're noticing that your kids are getting just a little bit greedy, especially leading up to Christmas. If you'd like to see more videos like this, click the subscribe button and also like this video. And if you have a friend who may be struggling with a similar issue, share this video with them. Until next time, bye.